The Sea People, a confounding and enigmatic force in ancient history, appeared like a storm on the shores of the Mediterranean during the Late Bronze Age between 1200 and 900 BCE. They swept through powerful empires, Egypt, the Hittites and Mycenaeans, leaving destruction in their wake. Before we get started, please don't forget to watch to the end, or at least a little further than you expected to, and your comments are not just needed, but appreciated. Like if you do, and please share with someone that may enjoy this. Who were these mysterious marauders? Historians and archaeologists have debated their origins for centuries, piecing together clues from ancient texts, inscriptions and ruins. Though we may never know with absolute certainty, several possibilities offer a glimpse into the origins and destiny of these elusive warriors. One of the leading theories places the Mycenaeans, whose once mighty civilization crumbled during the late Bronze Age collapse, at the heart of the Sea Peoples. Internal strife and external pressures may have turned these Greek warriors into nomadic raiders, desperate for resources. Their advanced shipbuilding and seafaring capabilities made them natural candidates for piracy and coastal raids. Ancient Egyptian records point to the Peliset, often identified with the Philistines, as one of the tribes of the Sea People. After their defeat by Pharaoh Rameses III, the Peliset were settled in what is now modern-day Palestine. Their association with the Sea People suggests they might have once been a migratory group seeking new lands, leaving behind a legacy of conflict and eventual settlement. The enigmatic Etruscans, who predated Rome in Italy, may also have been connected to the Sea People. Some scholars argue that their origins might trace back to the Aegean or Anatolia, places from which many Sea Peoples are believed to have hailed. Their advanced culture and naval strength align with descriptions of the marauding Sea Peoples. The Sardinians are specifically mentioned in Egyptian records as a group within the Sea Peoples. Depicted as fierce warriors with horned helmets, they have been linked to Sardinia, where similar helmets have been discovered in archaeological finds. Were they a band of Sardinian mercenaries or displaced islanders seeking refuge in new lands? Hailing from the region we now call Anatolia, the Luca were another group mentioned among the Sea Peoples. Their coastal location and maritime skills set them up as potential participants in the great raids of the era. They may have fled the collapse of the Hittite Empire, contributing to the chaos that engulfed the Mediterranean. The Cheka were another tribe in the Sea People Confederation whose origins remain mysterious. They eventually settled in the region of Canaan, where they became a coastal power. Like many of the Sea People, their story appears to be one of displacement, forced to carve out a new homeland through conquest. 7. The Sicilians. Some theories link the Sea Peoples to Sicily, with the possibility that upheavals in the central Mediterranean led to waves of migration. If true, the Sea Peoples could have originated from or passed through Sicily, eventually becoming part of the island's ancient history as raiders and settlers. 8. The Dan. One of the most intriguing possibilities connects the Sea Peoples with the Dan, an ancient tribe whose origins are shrouded in myth. Some scholars suggest that the Dan were one and the same as the Denyen, another tribe in the Sea People Confederation. The Bible recounts that the tribe of Dan eventually settled in the northern Levant around the city of Lycians, which they renamed Dan. Could these biblical Danites have once been Sea Peoples, sailing the Mediterranean in search of a new home? Their name's resemblance to the Danian is striking, and some believe they represent the remnants of a displaced people finding refuge in the land of Canaan. The fate of the Sea Peoples. As the waves of time receded, so too did the memory of the Sea Peoples. Some found new homes, like the Philistines in Canaan, while others faded into obscurity. The Dan, if indeed part of this seafaring horde, settled in Israel and became part of the biblical narrative. Yet the echoes of their violent migrations still resonate through history, casting shadows over the civilizations they toppled. While we may never know with certainty who the Sea Peoples were, Their enigmatic presence serves as a testament to the upheavals and migrations that shaped the ancient Mediterranean world. They may have been Mycenaeans, Philistines, the wandering Danites, or even a combination of these groups and others yet to be discovered. Regardless of their origins, the story of the Sea Peoples reflects the resilience and adaptability of humanity in the face of collapse, war, and the endless tide of the sea. Their mysterious legacy invites us to continue exploring our past and appreciate the complexities that make up the rich tapestry of history.